Grik'tak Sniv had a birthright of shadows and solitude. Born into the undercity of Skullport, a labyrinth of lurking menace and whispered deals, he knew the acrid taste of survival from the moment he could scurry on his grubby goblin feet. The city was alive, a monstrous entity that swallowed the weak and tested the keen. Grik'tak was one of those who adapted, a denizen of dust and danger who found a home among the forgotten corners and looming structures. As a child, Grik'tak navigated the treacherous cityscape with the instinct of a cornered animal. He made his bed beneath dock beams slick with mold, snuck through tavern kitchens to glean forgotten scraps, and sidestepped the territories staked by those far more lethal than himself. Skullport's filth clung to him, an inseparable cloak woven from the grime of countless unwashed nights. Danger wasn't a distant fear, but a constant companion. In Skullport, slavers prowled for living merchandise, thieves prowled for riches, and unspeakable creatures emerged from the bowels of the city like nightmares seeking hosts. Each step was a gamble, and Grik'tak learned to sidestep fate's more dangerous hands with finesse. He was a shadow among shadows, threading through throngs of beings, his presence unnoticed until he willed it otherwise. From the wrought iron bridges that spanned the cavernous expanses to the twisted alleyways that snaked through the undercity, Grik'tak was an acolyte of evasion. This life imbued him with an odd sense of belonging, a tempest-born loyalty to the city that cradled him. Every clandestine path, every forgotten cistern became etched into his memory like sacred lore. The undercity breathed with the whispers of those who hid, defied, and dared to dwell there. Their unspoken pact was his own, a vigilante compassion that saw him share scant food with escaped children, send pursuers chasing phantoms, and leave warnings etched in the dark where only the cognizant might decipher. Skullport was neither haven nor hell. It simply was, and Grik'tak was its silent sentinel. Adulthood sharpened Grik'tak's innate talents into precise instruments of intent. He became a sought-after operative, his gift for shadowy movement and uncanny perception, turning heads among the city's darker echelons. He became a ranger deeply attuned to the subtleties of his environment, and an assassin whose unseen blade was a final reckoning for many. For Grik'tak, each assignment was more than mere subsistence. It was a step away from his past and an assertion of his will to forge a path out of obscurity and fear. Though his reputation grew, at the core, Grik'tak remained a street urchin who'd clawed his way from the depths. The dichotomy of his existence was simple: remain unnoticed, yet never be a victim again. He aspired to ascend from Skullport's drear, not as a means to abandon what he was, but to claim a future where no one could consign him again to the shadows. His was a journey of self-made destiny, one where the city that had been his crucible was also his legacy, a place he would watch over, even from the heights of triumph.